Hi everyone. It is the following day. It's waiting for a bloody delivery because it came last Friday. I went in. Normally they leave it in certain places, but this delivery company, ACP, the delivery driver wouldn't leave it, even though my dad spoke to them over the Ring camera and like pointed out there is a sign outside our house saying where to leave parcels and that the CCTV and stuff. And he walked off whilst my dad was talking to him and threw the parcel in the back of the van. So I had to arrange delivery, and the soonest they would deliver it was today, which is 6 days after it was meant to be delivered. And it was a totally there's literally someone driving where you're not meant to drive. Like literally. Instead of going round something, they just I can't believe what they literally just drove over. Oh well, there's a lot of chaos going on. There's a lot of chaos going on in front of me. Like, where they've put something is like really the worst place to put it, because they've blocked the majority of the road. The delivery was due between 11:15 and 1:15. I was like, watch them come at 1:15. In fact, I'd arranged for my dad to come back at 12:30 if they'd not been by that time. And I think they came at like 10 to 12, quarter to 12. So it wasn't too bad, and I did get on with some stuff. But I was hoping to get out like before 12. I mean, it's only like not long after 12 now. Before 1:30 and after 10:10, so it's in between that time. They've just parked in the most inconvenient place, and there's people struggling to get through. They're loading up the wagon, but they've just put it in the worst possible place. I thought I'd film today and enjoy yesterday and today's together. I'm not in the best headspace. Like, I'm being put through crap outside my own house. I mean, getting children to do stuff is A, going to get the children in trouble if they're over 10, and if they're not, you're going to get in trouble because you're responsible for your children. So why would you get your children to do things? Because you're teaching them wrong straight away. Like, go and do this, this and this is teaching them wrong. Like, why would you do that? And secondly, if they're over 10, you're going to get your children in trouble because the street is being watched. The police did drive onto my part of the street, and as soon as they were saw leaving, we can all guess what happened. I'm not going to tell you what one child did, but you know, encouraging your children to misbehave is going to backfire because they're doing stuff to other people, not just me. And there's footage of everything, so, and I know where the children live, and I know who's doing it. So do you know what I mean? Got a headache again. It's all stress, this headache stuff, and I'm hungry. Don't even know if I want to take painkillers. I mean, I'm probably due painkillers. I mean, if I take painkillers, this will be my last Panadol that I have, but I do have a cheap one. I have this. I got treat box subscription. I had it once before and I only got one box, and I cancelled it immediately because for what it cost, the contents definitely did not add up to. And again, it's not added up to what the boxes cost. Normally when you get a subscription box, no matter where it's from, the contents always come to more than the box. Even if it's just £5 more than what you've paid, you typically get more. But when I've tallied up what I believe these products to be worth, I have put them at slightly higher value because Treatbox seem to higher value their products than what they actually are, and they're actually charging more than the RRP, even though they're getting it well below the RRP, so they're making double the profit on it. So, well, not double, but a lot more profit. But when I first originally subscribed, most things they'd made in-house, or if they hadn't been made in-house, they'd been made cheaply, and I just wasn't impressed. It's probably in a video from like 2 years ago, but they've all been selling out this year, and there's been a couple, because they reveal the contents like maybe a week after it's been sent out, because they like to make sure everyone's got it before they reveal the contents. And I think two or three of the 4 that have come out this year I would have liked. I think there was one where I would have been like, it's okay, but I wouldn't have really wanted it, but obviously if I paid for it I'd have it. So I ordered this one. I ordered it like the day before dispatch because there was a few left, and it did sell out on dispatch day. And I have subscribed, and I'll get the next one, but I'm not. I think I actually like the box, but it's not worth what you pay for it. So one of the items was this pouch, and I've been meaning to get some kind of pouch or bag to put inside the dog walking bag, because everything's floating around in the bag, can never find anything. I'm always like digging in it, can't find it, might find it if I'm lucky. So I did want the pouch, but they've made these, and well, they've bought the pouches, it did have the tag on from where it was from, and they've heat pressed them. But the problem is, I don't think you can see, but there is a line all the way around where the actual thing is, so you can see the backing on it, because it's not been cut round or anything, it's just so. But the pouch is really nice and soft. It does have this, which can come off if you don't want it on, but if you take it off it's harder to open the zip because it's part of the zip. Like if I take this off, it'll just have a little ring. And I basically sorted my bag out, and it's got like Spur sweets in, it's got mints in, it's got 2 lots of mints. There's a Spur, I never said a mystery dog bag. It's not a mystery dog poo bag, it's one that I'm keeping away from the rest of the stuff, because I have Spur ones in the bag. I have some in the bag that I take out with me if I take the bag, and this is in case I run out, because there was once last summer when I came out, it was like 7 in the morning, walking along over there, and she did a poo. I'm bloody digging around in the bag. I'm like, I'm sure there's a poo bag in here. I literally took everything out, and there was one right at the bottom, not in the, because there was areas in that bag, which I'll probably start taking out at some point soon. There's areas in the bag where I specifically put the poo bags, and I was like, oh my god, how am I going to pick this poo up? I wasn't far from the car, but I didn't know if there was one in the car, so I was like, oh god, and I found one. So since then I leave some in the car as well. I think there's a couple in the boot. Like, I keep Spurs everywhere because you just never know. I shoved most things, I had a clear out, so I've got cheap painkillers, because cheap painkillers are better than no painkillers, but they don't work as good as Panadol, I'll tell you that now. Found a lip gloss, Coco Cosmetics. I mean, I'm about to eat something, so I won't put it on. But there's not everything in here that I would want as essentials. I got 2 Panadol on 2 separate strips. I mean, it was 1 strip, obviously I ripped it in half. I've got a loose tissue, I've got a little packet of tissues, I've got mints, and I shoved this in, which I'm going to have now. But I need to put a couple of emergency snacks in here that I can't eat unless I forget to bring something. But it's for like after walks, or if I need to take painkillers. Because when I take the other bag out, do you know the little North Face backpack I've got? Of course you're here. These are actually really good. The Strawberry Serene lunchbox ones. They smell delicious and they taste delicious. My back is actually hurting me. And I put my rubbish in my main bag. And the delivery turned up, then the normal postman turned up, and then the van post woman turned up. And then the parcel's actually opened. When I went to pick it up, it's actually fully open, so I need to check to make sure everything's in it, because it's opened from the bottom. Do you know I open my Look Fantastic orders from the bottom? It's totally ripped open. So I'm hoping nothing's missing. And then my dog walking back. This guy's just gone like really over the top to get past this wagon in the road. He's acting like his car's 5 times wider than it is. Gone totally away from it, and then stopped I hope he's not parking there, because if someone comes down this road now, they're not going to get past him. I mean, what's he doing? In here will be a bottle of water that I've just filled back up. There's a zip section at the back which is meant to have a poo bag in, and it doesn't, but I've just found my inhaler. I mean, not medical. I mean, that guy should stop there, like, acting like he can't get round. And then I think I did my bag yesterday, but I'll go through it. Oh god, my back is killing. It's gonna kill even more on this walk. I can't zip that up. I'm glad I didn't buy this because it's got a faulty zip. I had trouble, and it's just like cheaply made. I actually won this when I placed my first order with Porcelain Paws Boutique. Then I have the next section. In here will be these. Sometimes I put a mint in there because sometimes I want a mint. Pack of tissues because you never know. Lip balm. I don't know why he stopped there. You know, there's literally everyone looking at me doing stuff. Like, hand sanitizer. That's getting low. My car one's getting low. I thought I put one in the car. I'll have to look for it. A replacement one. I have a spare poo bag in here. I know I went through this yesterday. Security thing. Because, well, for two reasons. It's also got a torch on it. Two reasons. One, I'm convinced I'm going to fall down a hill somewhere, which wouldn't surprise me because I get dragged everywhere, and a lot of the places I go are very uneven and it's really hard to walk on, so I'm convinced I'm going to fall. So obviously I'll have my bag on me. I'll be able to, like, alert people to where I am if they come looking for me. I mean, they might not come looking for me. And that's everything in there. I will probably shove my car key in there because it'll be safe in there. And then at the front is the poo bag holder, which if you have them on a roll, you can actually pull them through this bit. And there is a back pocket, and my phone goes in there. My bag's less cluttered now. I had a clear out of it, but I do need to bring more stuff. I need plasters in case I get an injury. I mean, I should have a couple plasters in my bag, and antiseptic wipes. Oh, well, you're not going to get past. Oh, good luck getting past. Always going round the other way. Good thinking. They've honestly packed in the worst place possible. Do you know what? This is so refreshing. Oh, it's Thursday as well. This week's gone fast. On Tuesday, so I was really ill at weekend. And I think a lot of the things, like I'm getting ill, I think it's because of what I'm being put through. I think it's just taking a toll on both mental and physical health. On Tuesday, I had the biggest to-do list. I was so busy, and I had to keep going. I had to like stick to certain times. It was like, oh my god, like every now and then I might add 5 minutes to myself, but then there was one time I had like 10 minutes I could have to myself. Then the dog wanted attention, so I couldn't have time to myself. And then it got to about 6:37 and I was like, I can't carry on, because I was going to carry on till 7:30. I was like, I can't carry on. And the amount I'd done in that time whilst I weren't 100% well, I was better than I was the day before, but when I woke up and I was still ill, I was like, oh god, how am I going to get through it? And I did. I'm never 100% health-wise anyway, and I think a lot of it's to do with how I'm being made to feel, because it does take a toll on both your physical and mental health. But I have gotten better as the week's gone on, but I'm not 100% by any stretch of the imagination. I've got black ribbed leggings on. I've got this, oh, I can't stand up because there's people. I've got the same t-shirt on, but in black today. I picked up the pink one because it actually didn't, like I could have got away with it, and there was a little spider on it and I was trying to shake it off and it won't come off. I mean, when I film tomorrow I'll tell you a story about a giant spider that's haunting me, but it was a little and it won't come off. I was shaking it like mad, it won't come off, so I was like, right, I'll just put the black one on. I've never worn the black one. I mean, I wore the pink one for the first time yesterday, I've got the black one on today. I don't know how they wash, and when I was going to wear the pink one I was going to wear my white hoodie, which I don't like as much, so I've got my purple one on because I've got all black on. I'm about to put a black hat on. I have my lilac one with me, which I could get away with, But my outfit's black with purple. You see that doggy? It's like, yes I can. She gets me into so much trouble, you know. Honest to God, the trouble I get in with her. It's a miracle I've not bloody had someone murder me. Because I defend her and people don't like me defending her. Because she's super playful, and then they accuse her of being violent because she's leaping around wagging her tail. So I defend her and I'm like, no, she's super friendly. Like, she's just excited and she's very playful. I didn't want to wear this over my hoodie. I wanted to wear it under my hoodie. What an idiot. What an idiot. How do I sort this out? I mean, then again, if I wear it over my hoodie and I get cold, I can zip the hoodie up, because if I wear it under, there's no way I can have this big bulge under and my hoodie fit me. Well, it might do, but I don't like wearing it over an open zip up hoodie. Why am I covered in your fur? Would you like to tell me? Anyway, I'm going to end this here because I'm going to get out. After them behind me get out because they've got a dog and I don't want the hassle.